All right, beloved sisters and brothers, it's Dr. Shonna.
Yo, 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 yo.
There's an article out there. Thank you, Marcos. And this is candidate. She's a white older lady. She's running for some position in Michigan. And she was asked a question about diversity and if she believes that they should look to, they meaning the powers at be that reside in this town, if they should look to make the town a little bit more diverse with foreign-born residents. And her response was she believes, in her opinion, that Marysville, Michigan she should keep the town as white as possible. This is her opinion. This is what she says. And the article says, and the news reporter stated that everybody in the room went completely quiet. There was no sound. Everyone was shocked that this woman stated that she believes the town should stay as white as possible. I started laughing, and I became shocked too. Not at what she said. I am in no way, shape, or form mad at what the lady said. But I became shocked because everybody else became shocked. And I'm just scratching my head, and I really wonder why people are surprised at what she said. I honestly don't think that majority of the people, I'm not going to say all the people, because some people really do believe in the kumbaya, so I'm not going to say all people, but I believe this woman, I forget her name, somebody let me know her name, because y'all good at that, let me know her name. I believe this woman said what a lot of people think. Let me say that again. I believe this woman said exactly what a lot of people think. A lot of people who look like her. A lot of people who want to keep their town as white as possible. They think the same damn thing she thinks. But the only difference is she was bold enough to say it out loud. I'm also going to tell y'all why I think she was bold enough to say it out loud. Because we are in this era where people are tired of pretending. And I'm proud of that. I always say, tell me who you really are. I want to know who you really are. Let's not play games. Let's not act like, you love me, want me around. Let's just not play games. Like, let's really be truthful. And this climate that we are in this country, it has made it very possible for a lot of people, a lot of white people, let's say that, to be clear about what it is they really believe. To be honest about their feelings. We're in a climate that I think that we gotta not react emotionally to the things that is being said. They're saying what they're saying because they want you to know exactly how they're thinking. So instead of us becoming so upset and so emotionally reactive, why don't we really just listen to what is being said and what is not being said? See, when you think that way, at least in my opinion, y'all can tell me what you think, but in my opinion, when you're already open to this kind of stuff, when you already live in a reality that the race relations in America has not really gotten better. We have really just breezed over a lot of things. We have chosen to ignore a lot of microaggressions, a lot of macroaggressions, a lot of subtle racism, a lot of overt racism, a lot of covert racism. We have gotten ourselves as a community to a place that we much rather avoid those conversations. And I'm not just talking about with the other persuasion. I'm even talking about in our own community. See, I met a lot of people in our own community who don't even want to have conversations, race conversations. I've met a lot of people in groups that I have run, healing groups where women come together and we talk about these different things that have separated us and what makes us angry. And in some of these groups that I run, I have even heard black women, Hispanic women, I have had biracial women, I have had women who identify as non-white, but they look white, you know what I mean? Like we know what category they fall under, but they get to identify how they want to identify, and I respect that. I've had a lot of women come in, and when the topic gets on race, they have stated over and over and over again that they are uncomfortable speaking about race. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm getting the hell on out of here. Let me tell you something. What's up, Smith? How you doing, Smith? And Gwendolyn all the way from Cali. What's up, Gwendolyn? Let me tell y'all something. If you are uncomfortable talking about race, you got to ask yourself why. See, I know why some of them are uncomfortable talking about race, but we have to talk about race. And the fact that we try to hide all of this, the fact we're trying to act like everything is kumbaya and we're all a loving, multicultural, diverse community is a crock of SHIT. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When we hear this woman, this political candidate, she's not even officially in her position. She's running for a position. I believe, I think that she's running for a position. I don't think that she's already in the position, but I could be wrong. She openly says in a public forum where there's news reporters, there's journalists, she openly says that she wants to keep Marysville, Michigan as white as possible. And everybody's shocked. Are y'all serious? Like, why are we surprised at stuff like this? I think she's sending out a subliminal. All right? That's what I'm thinking. I think she understands the climate of this country right now and who's trying to take that quote-unquote power. And I think people are getting up there and they're making these bold statements because they're sending out subliminals. They're letting people know exactly who they are, what they believe, and what they're going to do for you if they get your vote. Let me say that again. We got to be very aware of subliminals. Instead of being emotionally reactive, we want to react to everything. We want to react to everything. We can get out there and say whatever we want to say, call people all types of names, but the minute somebody tells their truth, we act like we're surprised and shocked and hurt, and we want to band all together, and we want to say we got to get these people out of here. For what? For what? I think that I want to hear your true thoughts. I think I want to see exactly who you're talking to. I want to see if you actually get in a position. I want to see who votes you in. I want you to be bold because that allows me to live in reality. That allows me to see exactly what is happening. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. Yes, like Tracy said, it's a dog whistle. Pay attention. It's absolutely a dog whistle. We look at everything that's happening. We got some cells right here in this country that's being activated every day. And they get out there and the candidates are coming out there and they letting them know, I got your back. Go ahead and shoot up that school. Go ahead and shoot up that mall. Go ahead and do all these things because I'm not going to vote against any laws that's going to stop you from doing that. Go on and go to Chicago. I really believe they go to Chicago and they shooting people up and then they blaming it on us, right? I believe that right there, like Tracy said, is a dog whistle. I believe it's really a code, it's a language that's being used on purpose because they are attracting a certain audience. And I believe that she also said what a lot of people think. A lot of people like her are actually thinking. So Mimi said that she's not a racist for only wanting white only in her town. Listen, we can't be surprised about this kind of stuff. I don't know about you all, but when I drive through certain towns, I like to pay attention to how the neighborhood instantaneously changes. Like, for example, oh, somebody said you look gorgeous. I got my head wrap on because my locks are braided down. I go on vacation tomorrow, and I didn't want to take out all my plaits, so I put my head wrapped on so my locks will be popping tomorrow. But nonetheless, I go through all these towns. And like, for example, if anyone's in New Jersey and y'all know about Newark, you don't even have to be in New Jersey to know about Newark. Newark neighbors, it borders South Orange. It borders towns that are considered middle class, affluent, right? It borders all these kind of towns. And you can literally walk across the street and see the whole neighborhood entirely change. And none of this stuff is done by accident. They have their property values escalated. It's like the highest of the high on purpose. So they don't have to verbally tell you they want their town to stay at all certain rates. They don't have to verbally tell you that. The only thing they have to do is up the property value, make it very expensive to live there, because they know exactly who that's gonna keep out. It's not by an accident. The only difference between a town doing that, and you can go to almost any community and see that happening. You can go into a community that is bordering a lower income community, and you walk across the street and instantaneously there's no garbage on the ground. The landscape is manicured nicely. The houses are all valued a lot higher in pricing. The streets are clean. The schools are doing well. It's right across the street from the hood. And all of a sudden, it's a totally different environment. So what's the difference of us going in those kind of towns and seeing it operate like that, despite the street that the crackhead is across the street, the heroin addict is across the street, the drunkard is right across the street, but your side of the road looks nice. What's the difference between that and this political candidate coming straight out and saying that she wants her town to be all white? What's the difference? Is there really a difference? One was just a subliminal, right? The subliminal is, let me just raise my property costs to keep you from buying it, to keep you out of my town, versus let me just outright come out and say, I don't want your black ass in my town. I don't want your foreign ass in my town. What's the difference? So let me ask you this. I gotta see this guy right here. He keep walking back and forth. White guy. I'm watching him because he look good and crazy. But I'm watching him. He keep walking back and forth. I know he's listening to my conversation. He come back over here. I'm gonna talk a little bit louder. But nonetheless, as I was saying, what's the difference with her coming out and saying, I don't want you in my town, and them raising the prices? Or if you come through the town, you get pulled over, you get harassed by police, you get ticketed, your children are made fun of in the schools, they want to classify your child, they leave racial notes on your property, on your lawn, spit on your property, write nigga on your property. What's the difference between her coming straight out and doing it and everybody else doing slick undercover shit? What is the difference? What's the difference? So I'm actually proud of her. Right? Samara said that setup was hundreds of years ago. You're absolutely right. I'm actually proud that this woman came straight out, because I want people like her to openly and publicly say what majority of them are thinking. I want that to happen. I think maybe I'm crazy for saying it, but I think we need that to happen. I think some of us really need to verbally hear out of their mouths how much they don't want us in their towns. I think some of us really need to hear that. I think some of us really need to hear the truth behind their thoughts. Now, I want to say this. I'm not saying everybody thinks like this. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you're pushing nonsense. I ain't pushing nonsense. I'm pushing the truth. I don't want you to think like the 0.5% of the people think like this. 0.5%, and I'm being facetious with the statistics. They don't think like this. But the 95.5%, they think like this. They think like this. And we need to stop being surprised by this. So I want to hear people say this more often. I want to hear more political candidates come out and say the truth. I want to hear them say that they're not going to clean up our communities. I want to hear them say that. I want to hear them say that they don't think that we have mental health issues, and when we're shooting up each other in our community, it's not a mental health thing. I want them to verbally come out to say that, because the way they are moving and the policies that they are creating and the things that are going on in our communities that we know is as a result of white supremacy, racism, white superiority, discrimination, bigotry, we know is a result of those things. I want to hear people come straight out and say exactly what it is so that we can stop buying into this political hype. It is a political hype that's going on, and they absolutely know that they absolutely need our votes. And so they try to, sugarcoat things. They try to put Kool-Aid in our drink. They try to put some sugar in our grits to make it taste a little sweet. And we just eating this stuff up. We eating it up, and we're not even paying attention to what's happening because we don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to hear it because it hurts our feelings. I want to hear it more. I want these political candidates to come straight out. Don't sugarcoat anything. Don't dance around things with me. Don't come out and like, well, we got to think about reparations. Oh, we got to think about, what we can do about the mental health issues in the black community, because there's a lot of white people killing people. This is exactly how they do it. They say, yeah, we got to think about it. Then they come out and be like, we have a severe mental health issue in the white communities. I just want you to say, no, we're not going to help you. I want you to say, we're not going to give you reparations. I want you to come out and say, we don't think that we should even care about your health disparities. I want you to come out and say, listen, you ain't got to eat the food that we put in the community. You're choosing to eat it. You're killing yourself. I want you to come out and say that. We're not going to make any special policies specifically for you guys. We're not going to classify you as a protective population. I want them to come out and say that, because if they do, maybe more of us would wake up. Maybe more of us will realize that this whole gimmick is a setup. Is a setup. And the only thing that they want is our votes. The only thing that they want is our dollar. The only thing that they want is our social security numbers. The only thing that they want is us to die so they can get the life insurance policies that they put out on us at their businesses, right? Their corporations. That's what they want. Nothing else really matters. So the sooner we hear people tell the damn truth, the better it would be. So I say shout out to the political candidate in Michigan. Shout out to the race soldier that came out and said she wants the town to stay white, and then turn around and say she ain't racist. Come on now. Shout out to that sister. Shout out to every racist son of a so-and-so out there who don't like us. Shout out to them. Shout out to be more bold. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. So maybe some of us can wake the hell on up. Maybe some of us will stop kumbayaing with people who don't like us. Maybe some of us will see things for what it really is. Maybe some of us will realize that all we have is each other. We really got to get better. We really got to get better with getting in line with each other. Maybe some of us will say, you know something? Maybe I don't need to be in this space. Maybe I don't even need to go to that restaurant. Maybe I don't need, we need to get this wake-up call. We need to get this wake-up call. This right here, like the sister said on this thing, that was a dog whistle. And it's letting all of you guys know, subliminally, I stand with the current president. And if you got my back, he has our back, and we're going to be okay. I want more of those people to come out. Shout out to those people who are bold. Shout out to those people who ain't afraid to say they white and they proud. White power. Right? Because their white power is different than our black power. Shout out to those people that could say, I don't want you dating my white son. I don't want you dating my white daughter. I don't want black kids in my family. Shout out to those people that say, I don't want black neighbors. I don't want Spanish neighbors. I don't want none of y'all so-called colored people in my community. Shout out to those people. I say that's what's up. Shout out to those honest people. Y'all need to stop getting offended. Y'all need to just eat your chips and watch the die fall where they gonna fall. That's what I do. I sit down and eat my popcorn like, this is getting real. And I start laughing. Not because it's funny per se, but I'm really laughing because I'm like, yeah, we finally talking about the truth. I like when we talk about the truth. I like truth for people. I like truth for people. That's all I have to say. So Tracy is saying we have to put ourselves in a position to hear what people really think and support each other. Absolutely. Monique is saying Long Island, New York is working hard to push us out. Listen, everybody is. Danny Stokes says, I don't see no problem with it. I see all white small towns all the same while traveling down south. Absolutely. Teresa is saying truth is truth, right? Antoinette saying agree. EJ saying that's real. And Teresa saying, I'd rather you show your true colors than hide behind the badge. Listen, I'd rather you show your true colors than hide behind this so-called liberalism, this so-called multiculturalism push, this so-called diversity push. I'd rather you show your true colors, right? That's right. Me be saying no difference. One is loud, the other is silent. I'd rather you show your true colors. Shit. When I go and apply to work at your job, I'd rather you tell me we don't hire blacks. So let me know. Don't hire me and then treat me like shit. Don't hire me and then act like I'm the only one on a plantation and I'm working in your house. Don't hire me and then pay me less. Don't hire me and then I can't go home and I can't take a vacation while everybody else is taking a vacation eating bonbons at their desk watching television. Don't hire me and treat me like I'm the adopted child. Just tell me straight up, you ain't gonna like it here. Tell me straight up. Shit, just don't even call me. Just look at my application and throw it in the goddamn garbage. Right? Just in an interview, just tell me, what are you doing here? Like, have you looked around? You're going to be the only black person in here. Do you think that's an accident? Just tell me that. Just tell me that straight up. Tell me the truth. That's all I have to say to you guys. Right? So when the brothers say or the sisters say white power, don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at them. You just say right on, and keep it moving. Right on, keep it moving. Make sure you take a note of their license plate. Make sure you take a little sneak picture of their face just in case their ass is trying to kill you. Just make sure you document it, but don't get mad. Don't get mad. So that's all I have to say, guys. I'm getting on out of here. Peace to all my brothers and sisters. Peace to all my brothers and sisters. I'm going to let you guys in on my cruise. Y'all know I go on a cruise every year. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to let you know how my vacation is going. You know I like to talk to the people in the town, see how they're doing and what their thoughts are. So, of course, as always, I'm going to go talk to the other natives in Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire. I'm going to talk to all my people. I'm going to visit some of my friends in St. Martin. Coming back. I made some little friends in St. Martin. I'm going to hit them up and let them know I'm coming back. But we're going to do what we do. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Stop getting so hurt that people don't like you, right? Stop getting hurt about that nonsense. When they look at you, you look right back at them. When they give you a stupid smirk, give them a stupid smirk and keep it moving. That's all I have to say. Peace and arrivederci. I'll give you guys the link afterwards. And for the people who email me, I'm going to get back to you. I appreciate that for your emails. And all the love and support I've been getting from you guys. You guys know when I'm quiet and when I'm off the air. I'm feeling better now. So I really do thank all of you guys for the phone calls, the emails. Y'all know how to find me. I don't put nothing out there really, but y'all know how to find me. But I guess because I have a business, it ain't hard to find me, right? So I really do love that you guys love me. And I love every last one of you guys. So peace to my sisters and brothers. Be blessed. Go out there on this Saturday night and have fun. Speak to you all soon.